Hi guys, and welcome to Doug Shoe Bushcraft. Today we're going over ultralight cookware. So mostly what I'll be talking about is titanium. And what's the attraction? Well, it's the weight. Very lightweight metal. Has the best strength to weight ratio of metals known to man, I believe. Steel is good, that works. That's old school, still works today. However, it's heavy. Aluminum's light, but in my opinion I'd call it flimsy. At least the camping and backpacking cookware that's aluminum, got to be careful with it, it'll damage it, even get a crease or a hole in it. You got to be careful with aluminum. There's also health concerns with aluminum in a lot of people's minds. I'm not a medical doctor or a scientist in that sort of field, so I don't have an opinion on that, but some people, I'm just stating that some people in their mind don't want aluminum. I will say that I've noticed that with aluminum canteens, on the inside I noticed like a white crusty corrosion on the inside, and so then if that's largely an aluminum oxide or something, is that getting in my water, and should I be drinking it? So personally, I do shy away from aluminum canteens. I don't have any science to back that up. That's just my practice. But as far as like aluminum cook pots, they're light, they're relatively inexpensive, but flimsy. What kept me away from titanium cookware in the past was the price, but it seems that to me anyway, that the prices are getting more and more competitive. So we'll go over that. But for survival, you do want a bush pot, something halfway decent size. A little cup is good. You can boil water into that, but if you were somewhere and your plan was to purify water by boiling, the little cup really isn't going to be sustainable. You need something of a halfway decent size, but for the weight of it, how are you going to carry it? This model here with the lid also comes with a stuff sack, and the whole set only 7 ounces, and the size, really the overall size in the pack is close to nothing. In my opinion, let me explain that. It's because I can put things in there, keep them from getting crushed. For example, here I have a snack baggie of pretzels. Okay. Here I have a bag of cookies from a bake sale. Things like that. I take them on the trail, I put them in my backpack, I cinch up the backpack. There's other gear in there, maybe they get crushed, but if I put different things in my cook pot, put the lid on, and now pack other gear around there, close the lid of the pack, it's getting protected, and I'm using that space, and the wall isn't very thick, so I can utilize this space with fragile things. Doesn't necessarily have to be food. Just in my mind, it makes sense to have food stored in the pot when not in use, when it's getting carried down the trail. So that lends itself to survival. This is all the gear that we're going over today. And before I get started, just like to tell you that this has all been provided by Temu, and they're offering the viewers a $100 coupon bundle. The code for that is DKS2776, and you get that when you download the Temu app. And they're also offering a 30% off code, which is DKS4824. You use the code by putting it in the Temu search bar. So the instructions and the rules are all on the Temu site. This is the pot I started off by showing you. It's the Boundless Voyage 1300 milliliter titanium hanging pot. I just call it a bush pot. Got the lid with vent holes. Got your bail. Has this handle on the side that folds down. That's for pouring. There's their logo. $46, which is a little bit, but I would say that's common man price in my opinion. A little bit of investment, but if you don't lose it and it doesn't get stolen, basically you only have to buy it once. Got the measurement lines on the side in ounces and milliliters. That's reversed because it's meant to be read from the inside. So like I said, you really should be carrying a halfway decent sized bush pot for survival. If you really are going to carry the steel one, then that would work. If not, then, and you'd carry this, then you know what? Gear that you don't bring for whatever reason is useless. The one you have is the most valuable. And also, if you can't afford the price, then the less weight is a joy on the trail. I mean, ounces add up quick, and if I have a heavy pack, and then particularly if I'm climbing a mountain or going up and down hilly terrain, which basically describes all New Hampshire, Vermont, in my opinion. It's basically all hills. So lightweight is good. And as I said, with the stuff sack, the lid, everything, only 7 ounces. Excellent. Next piece of gear I want to go over is this little titanium mug with folding butterfly handles. Got a lid with bail on the top, folding bail. You've seen this before. I don't bother scrubbing blackening off cups and pots. Some people do. I don't bother. I clean the inside, but not the outside really. Just wipe it down. So I'll put the link in the description. You've seen this before in a camping video. I was camping out in this teepee tent, a hut tent, and I had this on a wood burning stove. And this is only 3 ounces. 350 milliliter cup. 3 ounces of weight, which isn't much at all. So if you're not going to carry the full-on bush pot, could at least carry this. It's a 3-ounce investment on the trail as far as carry weight. And the price was $14. Not much at all. Like I'm saying, titanium's coming down to a common man price, in my opinion. Alright guys, next I want to go over a mug and spork set. The brand name is Ad Hefera. There's their logo. Cup has the butterfly handles, lid with a folding bail. And then it's a set with this titanium spork. Folds down. Both of them come with stuff sacks. There you are. So you have your 450 milliliter titanium mug with lid and your spork and the stuff sacks. Everything together only weighs 5 ounces. If you just want to have the mug with the lid, that's 3.5 ounces, and the spork 1/2 ounce. That has a lot of survival value right there, and it'll just fit in your pocket. The price is $28 for the set. Not bad. This is the last piece of gear we're going over today. Do you know what that is? It's magic, I'll show you. Cup, heat resistant, which is necessary for me if I'm going to carry a cup on the trail. It's got to be able to have my hot coffee in it, right? I'm not going to put that on the fire, obviously, but it's good to have some sort of bush pot put on the fire. And I could drink right out of the bush pot or cup I have on the fire, but you know, it's a danger of burning myself, burn my lips. That's a bad thing. You can wait, but then you have to wait. So it's just better, more convenient, nicer to pour the hot liquid in there, then drink out of that. And of course you can drink cold liquid out of that. I like to have sports drinks powders, for my electrolytes, and I like the flavor, so I can put water in there and mix it up. It's just really improves the quality of life. I mean, survival, yeah, but also the more comfortable you can make yourself, the better your morale. That all adds up. It's not useless as far as survival, but I like to have fun and enjoy myself as well. And then when it's time to pack it up, and then I love the lid because I put that on and I put it in my pocket. Can put it in my pack, but it's good to have it right in my pocket. And then dust and dirt and pocket lint, whatever, isn't getting in there. It's nice and clean when I open it up on the trail. So that's a pocket silicone folding cup with lid. Weighs around 2.5 ounces. Price is only $4. So highly recommended. Okay guys, I have one last tip before I head out. There's a lot of survival value in carrying a cup and a spoon or a spork. You can carry them in your pack, but if you lose your pack or it gets stolen or somehow you're separated from your pack, then it doesn't do you any good. So it's good to have a cup and a spoon or a spork on your person, but most cups are just awkward to have on your person, awkward to have in a pocket because of the shape. But a folding cup, it's different. This shirt has about typical size pockets for a men's shirt, I would say. Military shirt generally have even larger pockets, but look at that. Cup just disappears in my pocket, and this thing only weighs about 1/2 ounce, so it's hard for me to even tell I'm carrying it. It's just effortless. Thank you to Temu for providing the gear today, and I thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you again soon. May mercy, peace, and love be multiplied to you. Jude, verse 2.